Yo, 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 what's good? What's good? Back at it again. This is Dex.
Queen Esther here, crowned it.
JacobiJones.
And Alexander Benedict.
And this is another episode of Complicated Discord. So welcome back or welcome to our show. If you watched the last one, things kind of ended on a very, very heated topic. So here's what we're going to jump into the drink. Then I'm going to give y'all a quick recap, and we're going to carry on from there. Today, I was going to bring you guys the gummy bear martini, but I felt like it didn't do any justice, so I kind of upgraded it a little bit. I made a new drink. I call it the Twin Snakes. And the reason I call it that is because it's like a gummy bear martini, except for it's a little different and it's sour. I love sour things.
And sweet.
You know, if you've seen the women I dated, you'd say I'd like sour things. So
Is it
Shame
sweet?
the devil. I've seen one of them.
Is it sweet as well?
It is sweet. There's a sweet, but the sour is like the aftertone, just like the candy, the Twin Snake gummies. It's just like that.
Okay.
So we're gonna start with 2 ounces of raspberry vodka. You know, your choice, of course. We're gonna have a half ounce of creme de banana or banana liqueur.
Bananas and raspberry?
I'm telling you, don't sleep on it, bro. Don't sleep. Then you're gonna add an ounce of peach schnapps or peach liqueur, excuse me.
Not the bay eggs piece.
Since Esther and Jacobi are always shaming me, I decided to get some fresh squeeze. I just squeezed this 5 minutes ago. Lime juice.
You just squoze it.
Hold on.
First of all, Professor Correct. Listen.
Wait. Slow clap. Congratulations.
You gonna stop disrespecting me. That's what you're gonna do. We ain't gonna have no more picking on Dex.
4 weeks just to get some lime juice or lemon juice.
I'm gonna start muting motherfuckers up in this bitch. Then you're gonna add an ounce of cranberry juice.
Yeah, 2 sours. Okay.
Before Esther said, "Oh wait, what kind of cranberry juice is that? Is that Ocean Spray? Because it ain't real cranberry juice. Because she always got some shit to say." And you cap, and you give it a little shaky shake.
So you're not gonna smile?
I told you, y'all ain't tipping. Y'all don't
You
get
gotta
the
smile, wink, and do a jig while you make these drinks.
Motherfucking yes. Yes, I want it all.
Yeah, you get it all right. And this is what you have left. It's a nice little.
I wonder what it tastes like.
Tastes like heaven. Heaven.
Like medicine.
Hey, you gotta be more descriptive than that, bro.
Say it again.
It does sound like it tastes good though.
Well, the peach and everything go together, but what tops it off is the creme de banana. It gives it a nice little bubblegummy taste.
Is it organic banana? Seriously, because I don't like banana flavor. I could taste artificial flavoring. So
anyway, we're gonna move on because for some reason you just can't please niggas nowadays. And yeah, I did it.
You can't do it.
Fucking did it. Yes, I did it. Y'all ain't gonna shame me, goddammit. Anyway.
So wait, what's everybody drinking?
Oh shit, you're right. Thank you.
Look at you. See, you worried about me. Red stripe, respect.
Red stripe.
How many of you drink like a man, Pete? Get you a real drink.
I wish
am
that's
drinking
thanks beer.
a strawberry lemonade water.
And that's it? Ain't nothing else in that water?
Actually, a strawberry lemonade pineapple water. I don't feel like drinking alcohol today. But I got it in a wine glass.
It cleared up a little bit, and this is what it looked like.
There we go.
That's pretty.
It'd be cute with like what would you garnish it with? I would say
you know what? Believe it or not, what you would garnish it with is you would get some gummy bears. No, you get some and you put it on the thing and you tip it on the side. It looks really nice.
Or you let them sink to the bottom and just right there in that little middle.
You
part.
can. It'll absorb the liquor, and then you can have a little treat when you're done.
That's what it's called, a little treaty treat.
But that's
Okay, let's reconvene.
but that's how you fall asleep at the club and strange things start to happen. So listen, I'm just saying.
Can you guys hear anything?
I just heard a ringing or something.
But okay, Esther, what are you drinking?
Ribena. I'm actually,
What is it?
Ribena. It's black currant concentrate, natural, with some water, and it's virgin, no alcohol.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh man, look at y'all being all healthy. It's only me and Pete being alcoholics over here. All right, bet. For those returning, last week we ended the show on a very interesting topic, polyamory. For those that don't remember or those that weren't here, check this clip out. Let's talk about polyamory.
So like you can have a boyfriend and a girlfriend.
It's sad to me because you're putting up with it, which means that you think it's okay for this motherfucker. You, the individual, do not have multiple relationships.
This is the thing though, but no, there's no secrets. And everyone is in understanding.
That's a fucking lie. Saying there's no secrets is a secret.
And now back to that. Esther, you and Jacob were going at it the last time. You were explaining what polyamory is and why he should give it a chance or whatever.
I didn't say anything about giving anything a chance. I don't like how
you were pretty adamant in defending it. First of all, let me tell you what it is.
Let me say, first of all, I'm open-minded. People have different views, practices, and cultures, so on and so forth, beliefs. So whatever someone else believes is none of my business. So I'm open-minded to whatever anyone else is open to, okay? I didn't say it has to be good for me, but I can understand it. Now, polyamory. Jones, back to what I was saying though.
Why are you calling my name? Continue your little story. Really go ahead with your little lottie-dottie story.
Last time I remember you saying this is bullshit. Okay, the whole polyamory thing. Now, polyamory is when people knowingly, okay, there's consent here that I am in a relationship with you, a full-blown relationship, like a monogamous relationship, but multiple of them in one relationship. No, that still didn't make sense. But the point
I get what you're trying to say.
Okay, but the point is like everyone knows and it's understood. And they love each other. Actually, that's what they say. You understand what I'm saying? What do you understand?
It's funny.
God bless them all.
Funny you say that, Esther, how they love each other. I can't remember the song that Kanye West said it in, but he said this one verse, and it was like...
Niggas in Paris?
I think it was. And he said, love is cursed by monogamy. And he wasn't lying.
And that's the thing. That's where I was going with it. It was that...
Hold on. I'm sorry. Would you care to elaborate, Pete? You just said he wasn't lying. You
just said a line and just like,
No, because, I mean, love has no real definition.
Let's see what Webster got to say about that.
To me, love is an irrational attachment to something or someone. Imagine this. Something that you would do for somebody that you wouldn't normally do for somebody else. Like, say I love my girl. I wouldn't do the things I do for my girl that I do for, say, the random guy down the street.
Hold on, but you say irrational though. Is it irrational to do that same thing for your child? Because that's another form of love too.
Yes.
Exactly. For example,
what makes it irrational?
Hold on.
That's completely diverting off topic.
Okay, so this is the thing though. Sorry to interrupt. Really quick, just to be clear. Webster says love is an intense feeling of deep affection. Or definition 2, a great interest of pleasure in something if it's not someone.
Real quick, Jacobi, I don't know who you were attacking right there, but Webster said. I feel like he
said it don't have no definition. I'm like, whoa, it does.
I mean, there is a definition for everything, but for me, the definition is the irrational attachment to something.
That's what it said. But I don't think it's irrational. It's just a feeling. It's
For
an
example,
internal.
okay, I'll give you an example. A weird one. There's a species of octopus that when the mother lays the eggs, she fans the eggs and she aerates the eggs until she dies. She doesn't take no food. She doesn't do anything. She'll protect the
nest
offspring until she dies. Would you consider that an act of love?
Yes. Yes.
I would consider that act of nature, but nature is love.
And you have to understand. Animals aren't
That's instinct.
Exactly. It's instinctual. They're not as evolved as us for the most part. I mean, don't get me wrong. Animals are at a higher level in a predatory stage than we are, but they are devoid the ability to think logically like we are.
So, stop. Now I need everybody to stop, please. No, because
why?
No.
Why you want him to stop? He's right. Animals do not have the same logic that we do.
Hold on, though. I do see where Essence comes from. We're off topic like shit right now.
No, that's not what I'm going to say. I'm going to say, first of all, look at humans thinking that they're above something, like our thought process is above other creatures. Perhaps we can't understand how they communicate. You understand? We're also that's what I'm saying. We're judging something based upon our
no.
Esther.
Our understanding.
Listen. Esther. Here. I didn't
stop smoking so much weed.
Hold on.
Esther.
Stop.
Hold on. Listen, I didn't judge anything. Hold on. I didn't judge anything. I pointed out a fact. We are more logical than animals. We are not more efficient than animals, but we are more logical than animals.
On the topic of polyamory. Hell no. I ain't with it.
It's not for me.
I ain't with it. And it's hard for me to believe. I mean, I see what you're saying as far as like let's say if it was a man and two women, or three men or three women, or whatever, and they're all together in a relationship and they're all in love, and like they have three sons, or they're okay with these two fucking. It's okay to have sex with each other when the other's not around, like, you know what I mean? But for I don't see in the human mind and in the human emotion how that will work out if someone does not feel left out. I just don't see it. Unless you work really hard at making sure that everybody feels appreciated, it's too much. This is why when two people are together, they always say keep your friends out of the mix, because I just don't see how it could work. I mean, I understand that it does, and it's not for me, but I just don't get it. I get it. I just don't prescribe to that.
I get it too, but I understand where you're coming from. I feel like in any relationship, one person in a 3-person relationship, one person is going to catch feelings. They're going to love one person more than the other. It always happens. You will find more things you're more attracted to in that one person.
Not even just that, right? Because if you're in an understanding where the three of you are together, and like I said, you have a clear understanding. I mean, I get that. But what I like, as far as like even like sex, right? Like, it's okay for all of us to have sex together. It's okay if we have, no one's like, so you two, us two, all together, whatever. I get that. But I'm talking like not even like someone catches feelings. It's because you all have feelings for each other, right? I get that. But it's the feeling appreciated. You know what I mean? It's the alpha, and it's like the even in gay relationships, they say there's no male and there's no female. You know what I mean? It's not like that. It's two men. At the end of the day, someone is more sensitive than the other person, and it's just making sure everyone feels appreciated. It sounds too complicated.
I would have to agree with.
If there's go ahead. Sorry.
What I say is, it could work. Every relationship is different. I think from a social standpoint, I think it's a foreign concept, and for some people it works. For me, I'm a bit jealous. I'm the jealous type.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm half Nigerian. You already know I'm jealous.
Me too.
So that's not going to work.
Where everyone is coming from, I can't wrap my mind around it for me. But if it works for you guys, by all means, boo-boo, do you.
Okay.
That's where I'm at with
I
it.
just don't. Okay, I get that. I don't think it works for anyone though.
You know, hold on. I did see a meme though that said a woman can't be a sister wife, but they'll mess around and be a side bitch. And I'm like, that makes a good goddamn point.
Here's the difference with that. Being a sister wife, you're still sharing, but the side chick, she's getting that love, that affection at that moment. She's the one.
The side chick. Also, hold on. You're giving side chicks affection?
We walking in a sensitive territory for
You are giving side chicks affection?
She's getting
everybody deserves love.
Whole ass nigga. Why are you loving these hoes, man? You know what, Pete? I'm done. I can't have this conversation with you.
Bro, why you think some side chicks become the new wife?
I'm sorry now. In where that happened at?
Touche. It
happens.
Because niggas are soft, that's why. But hey, whatever. That's beyond the point.
You know, I mean, side chick thing, like I have heard stories. That's all I'm saying. And
just look at August. He caught feelings.
Because August didn't know how to be a professional side nigga. I'm not going to keep talking about
August
this.
the one who left Jada. You heard her say it. He just ghosted me one day and I didn't know why.
Because of the way she was treating him. But neither.
Yeah, true.
Don't nobody know no side chick etiquette, man. Niggas don't got no common courtesy. None.
Well, you know what? I blame the player for that because, you know, it gets complicated. I said, I've heard stories.
You know, I seen an interview, and this one guy was saying that he or she heard they were having a conversation with a relationship expert, and the relationship expert was like, if I knew now that back in the day, I could be honest with women about my expectations, like my life would have been so much easier. He said, because most women will sleep with you even if you tell them, look, I just want to smash. Mm-hmm. He said some women are real cool with that, you know? And the problem is we lie to these side chicks like, yeah, yo, I really like you. And then we start hanging out with them. And then that's how feelings start getting caught, you know?
Well, you know, I think like, I've heard stories that an individual with some, how do I put this? You know, if someone lies to someone to get what they want, you know, like that's the key thing. People become the side chick because they start lying. You know what I mean? Like, if you just straight up, then you're really not a side chick. Side chicks are the bitches that are being lied to. And I have heard stories about...
I heard a lot of stories, Jacobi.
I have heard a lot of stories and read a lot of books and sung a lot of songs.
I feel like we talked about this before.
What'd you say?
We talked about this before. Saying what we want to get what we want.
Yeah. But that's just a typical thing, though, and honestly. And like when men, we were talking about it on a past episode, when men is it okay to lie to smash?
Damn right it is.
But my whole theory was, what I'm getting at is that when you do that is how you create the side chick, because then you keep going for it because then they're in love or they're enjoying it or you enjoyed it. And now you got to hold on to this lie. And if you would have just went in there straight head on and been like, look, I can't fucks with you like that, but I will fucks with you. Then you would just have a fuck buddy and it could be cool and peaceful. Jacobi, but when you lie, that's when you go, your car get keyed, your clothes get burnt up.
Jacobi,
so I've heard.
Jacobi, you bring up a damn good point, my friend. A damn good point. Have you ever noticed that, like, whenever chicks key cars or throw bricks through windows, it's always kind of like, this bitch is crazy.
No, the bitch been lied to is what it is.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, why is it normal to call females crazy or people crazy for reacting to disrespect? That doesn't make any sense to me. That's like saying that person slapped you in the face and you should be okay with it. So you could lie to people all you want to and treat them like shit. And then when they decide to destroy your car, all of a sudden it's, that bitch is
They're
crazy.
The bad person.
No,
right.
We have to accept the fact that we did some of this stuff to put them in that place.
Even if she pours gasoline in your car, lights a match, and always kills herself for doing so.
Listen.
That's what he's talking about.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm not saying it is for every situation because some people legitimately are crazy as hell.
Like she almost killed herself.
But I do feel like before we call females or males or anyone crazy, we should take responsibility for the actions that we did that may have brought them to that point.
True.
I totally agree with that.
That would avoid court cases, legal fees, all kind of shit. So I've heard.
We've heard a lot of things.
That's what I'm saying. You got a lot of I'm sorry, you were saying, Esther?
It's gone.
This nigga. This.
Oh my God.
Look, you know what?
Okay, I have a question. I heard that, is this true? Because me and Esther had a conversation about some topics. Dr. Dre's wife lost the court case?
She did. She actually lost 2 of them. I was reading up on it recently. I don't know if you folks remember, but Dr. Dre and his estranged wife were going through a divorce. And she had asked for $2 million a month in alimony. Apparently, the judge felt like that was too much and denied it.
What did she get?
Huh?
What did she get?
I don't know what she got, but she ended up not getting as much. And then recently, she had filed another motion. I believe it was. I don't remember exactly what it was. It may have been a
while ago.
No, it was recently. She lost another one recently.
A little while ago, like a month or 2 ago.
I don't remember what it was about. I remember that one specifically is still in mind.
How do you feel about this? I'm sorry to cut you off, Dex.
I feel like I feel like that's great. That's absolute. She didn't deserve $2 million. Listen. Like
what?
Listen.
She deserves every penny. Okay, wait. Okay.
It's funny you say that. Like Riley Freeman said, she want to stargaze. Toss that hoe out the window. Let her stargaze from outside. Okay.
All right. So how about this?
Listen. I understand she deserves her piece. I'm not disagreeing with that. But when you're asking for $2 million a month.
From a billionaire.
It don't matter.
It does matter. It does matter because they're legally married. Okay, BB, how about this? Kelly Clarkson and her husband are going through a divorce, and he's seeking $550,000 a month in alimony. She's not a billionaire. She's not even worth $100 million. And he is seeking basically a fourth of what she was seeking from a billionaire who's worth hundreds of millions of dollars.
He don't deserve it either. It's not just about her. Listen. Here's how I feel about alimony. I feel like alimony is a very, very tricky situation to get into, especially when one person has the means and the other person don't. Because I understand taking care of you to where you're on your feet, but when you're asking me for $2 million a month. Most people listen, hold on. Most people don't have $2 million for a lifetime.
But
what are you gonna do with $2 million? That's fucking ridiculous. You know what?
See, the thing is, he's a billionaire.
It don't matter.
She should really be asking for. If he has $2 billion, she should be asking for $1 billion.
You know what she should have been. Hold on. You know what? You're right. He's a billionaire. You know what she should have been doing? She should have been taking this time to figure out how to become a billionaire too, so she don't need his shit.
Are you okay?
If you were in a situation where you can fix yourself and you choose not to, then you deserve all of fucking nothing.
Why are you so mad, bro?
Because somebody that took his money before.
It's an emotional topic. No,
it's just listen. I feel like the inequality in the world is shifted in a really drastic point, and that is a great example of it. Alimony.
I guess the gold digger in me feels like, get him, bitch. Get him.
It's kind of like, I don't know if you guys heard the whole thing with Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. How they're going through the divorce for abuse and whatever. And he lost his part in Pirates of the Caribbean. He lost it in Fantastic Beasts and another movie. I forget what it was. But yet she is still on the role to play the girl from Aquaman 2. When she was just as abusive to him.
We don't know that.
I was speaking to
How do you know that? I saw videos of him being verbally abusive. I did.
Yeah, but he used a piece of his finger because she threw a vodka bottle at him.
Okay.
Think about. I was talking to a friend the other day, and my friend said,
"But
this is what you get. This is what he get. He getting everything he deserves. Because when you fucks with a crazy bitch, you get shit like this. So he getting what he deserves."
Listen, listen. I'm not saying he's perfect, and maybe he does get what he deserves. But what about her? Why is it's okay for her to abuse this man too, and not have any punishment about it?
He pushed her to the edge.
She was abusive before his relationship. Her last relationship, she was abusive in that one too. But
that
he
has
wasn't.
nothing to do with the topic at hand, sir.
It does. Abuse is abuse regardless of who's doing it, and we should all be treated equally when it comes down to it. It shouldn't be treated harshly on the guy because he's a guy.
In this case right here, sir, we're talking about these two individuals. And
actually,
she abused him too, though.
Actually, in a court of law, you could determine a pattern by her previous abusive relationships.
Exactly.
I'll wait for you to file that motion. But till then,
I'm not saying that, whatever happens. What I'm saying is she should have gotten the same treatment that he did, especially when it comes to Disney and Warner Brothers. In my personal
opinion. At this point, to be honest with you, we're in the cancel culture, the Me Too movement, and so everything's on her side at the moment.
And that's bullshit. That's exactly
my point. I will say this. I agree with you that it's bullshit, but I also understand. Not saying that I agree with. I'm saying that I understand that men have fucked over women for so long. It's okay to get fucked over just for a little bit. Stop bitching.
Anyhow, look. All I'm saying is, at the end of the day, it's bullshit, man. Equality is equality, and regardless of whether females been through shit in the past, females are just as hurtful as dudes. And the worst part is, females are better at it. When females cheat, niggas are stupid. When we cheat, we get caught. We're fucking dumb.
I find it ironic.
Females are cheap and they're so masterful, they will bring their 4 boyfriends in the house with you. We're all around each other. None of us will figure it out. So don't come at me with that whole...
All right, let's chill out, man.
No, fuck you. God, let me take a sip of my drink.
I just find it ironic. I just think that it's hilarious that men, not even just you, Dex, men get so upset by being treated the way they've treated women for centuries.
It's true.
I don't get upset.
Wait, and
you don't sound happy.
That it's nature.
No.
You have more sperm than us. We're supposed to plant our seeds. That's usually what's said.
Hold on. You understand something. It's not about getting treated any differently. Because let's be perfectly honest. Equality is a thing that people that look like us didn't have either. And if we're going to fight for equality, then we can't sit down and limit it to, because they went through this in the past, they should get more or they should get less. Equality is exactly that. It's equal. And the minute you start to define who gets more equality than others, then it's no longer that.
But we don't have equality
at that point.
We're still fighting for that.
Great area that anyone could go into.
Women are still fighting for equality. So that really,
And so are we.
Well, yeah, but in the topic of a woman getting alimony or a man getting alimony, I think that they both should get exactly what they. I think Kelly Clarkson's husband should not get that much because she is not worth that much. But Dr. Dre can afford to give her $2 million a month.
What you're saying is his wife should get half, but her husband shouldn't get half. That's not equality.
No, I'm saying that she should. He's asking for more than half.
It doesn't matter. Husband. You said that you no.
I think that she should get half.
Listen, I will rewind this motherfucker.
I think she should get half. I think they both should get half.
You think that she should exactly. So why should she get half, but he shouldn't get half?
I think that they should, but he's asking for more than half.
It don't matter what he's asking.
$2 million $2 million a month from a billionaire is not half of what they're making unless it's to be extended out for years and years and years. But $500,000 a month from a woman who only has like maybe $50-60 million, you know what I mean? Like you go suck her money out of her in a matter of a couple years.
Listen, personally,
same thing.
Personally, exactly, it's the same.
No.
thing.
No. A billion, he's worth not even one. He's worth billions of dollars. If this chick is asking for $2 million a month, right, that would be $120 million a year. That means she would still have at least 10 years before she even reached $1 billion. He could bankrupt Kelly Clarkson in a matter of 2 years.
Okay, but you don't know what his money's wrapped up in. What if most of his money isn't liquid? What if he ends up making a bad investment?
Now you creating shit to protect the man.
No. It's about still being on the hook. It's about still being left on the hook. Even if he goes bankrupt tomorrow.
But really what I think the best solution to all of it is to write you one big check and just be done. No alimony, just one big check.
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
I am the moderator.
You've been sitting here too quiet. You can't moderate shit. Shut up.
Right.
You guys have been bantering for the last, I don't know how long, but I feel like this topic could totally like flow into this concept. If you guys got rich tomorrow, do you guys feel like your family is entitled to your money? All right, since we worried about wives and husbands and whatnot. So let's hear this. Go on.
Family is different from a spouse. When you say family, do you mean like mama?
Beautiful. Thank you, Jacobi.
Okay,
great
mama,
question.
Cousins, aunties,
define
second,
family.
third,
No,
fourth,
that's
fifth,
different. Your spouse,
no, it's not.
If you win the lottery and you
different.
marry, yes, your spouse can get some of that money. Yes.
It's different, yes.
But if you win the lottery and all of a sudden your cousin and your mama and your grandma and your auntie and your uncle think they're entitled to some shit.
Family is family. So
not all family is worth it though.
Is your family?
We
lost the moderator.
All right.
Okay.
Listen.
Hey, hold on, Esther. Is your internet on COVID like Professor Ink's hair was last week? Like what, you firing shots over there?
That finger.
Anyway, where was I? Or where were we?
You were defending family for some reason.
No, but I'm not defending anything. I'm stating that I see how intense the emotions were for if your spouse should or should not get a portion of your money, or what is it? Whatever.
Well, see, that's a legal discrepancy. But legally, no, they're not. There's no way. If you won a lottery, your auntie can't sue you because you won it. I want some too. She can't do that legally. Your spouse could.
No, but I'm talking about entitled to your money. How your family.
Listen.
Well, okay. When you say entitled, I'm thinking you getting at the point of like when someone gets like I've seen like Fantasia is a prime example. When she became successful and she made money, she felt like she had to take care of her whole family because that's how she was raised. So she was spending all her money on all her brothers. She bought everybody homes, and then she was bankrupt because no one was working, and she was the only one working and singing and taking care of everybody. That entitlement is that what you mean when you say like, do you feel like, well, now I got money, I gotta take care of everybody that, you know what I mean?
That sounds like MC Hammer.
Listen,
all over.
No, because if you look at rappers, a lot of rappers will tell you that they put their family on, and that's why you don't see a lot of them, because they hired family, and that's a lot of avenues where their money went. Either they
sounds like
gave money out. Pardon me.
You know what that sounds like? They weren't listening to B.I.G's 10 Crack Commandments.
Whoa.
You know what? I would never do that because I think your family, I mean, I already have trust issues. We've had this conversation.
You and your trust issues.
But I feel like personally, my family, he treated me bad. But I feel like my family personally, I could not have any of them working for me or hire nobody like that because I feel like I can trust them to love me, but financially, I think that they would. I just don't trust nobody. I would legit have to. It would be a hard hiring process for me to have accountants and lawyers and all this shit because otherwise everyone has their best interest at stake. And if they don't see you as a client, they see you as a family member bank account.
Listen, you guys are diving into two separate things. Understand something. When it comes to family, I don't feel like your family's entitled to absolutely shit. Nothing at all. Your wife, if I hit the lottery tomorrow, she could take half. She could say, hey, look, I want half and I'm leaving. You know what? You dealt with my bullshit for all these years. You are entitled to that. I'm not even mad at that. But family, they're the first motherfuckers that will throw you under the bus to get a step up in life. I would hire them, but it would be one of these situations. Look, I'm going to give you the opportunity. You fuck that off. Hey, then good luck. I'm not going to bail you out. That's not my job. Because the thing is, just like most of these rappers and basketball players, you won't hear from your family for months or years at a time. Now, all of a sudden, you're a millionaire. Oh shit, what's going? You know what? I was your third cousin. We was that family. You were 17 years ago. I know we ain't speak since then, but you know I've been.
But can you break me off some change, my guy?
Family ain't entitled to nothing, to dog shit.
Well, I mean, I concur with you. So, I mean, I just wanted to know everyone's point of view because
I
saw
walking
how
papers.
high the emotions were for a spouse.
Speaking of spouse, is a no to a proposal a deal breaker for any of y'all?
Has anyone here ever been proposed to? I know you two, Dex, you're married. Are you married, Pete?
Hold on, nigga. I wasn't always married. What the fuck? What?
Sounds like it. So, has anyone here ever been
disrespectful bitch?
Have you ever been proposed to, Esther?
Yes.
Have you ever been proposed to or proposed to someone, Pete? You could be proposed to. Holly Berry proposed to her husband. They got a divorce, but
no. What was the question again?
Have you ever been proposed to?
No.
Have you ever proposed to anyone?
I played it fair.
Have you, Dexter, other than your current wife?
Me, I have been proposed to, and I've proposed to people before. Pete, stop beating around the fucking bush.
Man.
Answer the question.
He don't want this to be all over the internet. I know.
You need to answer that question, Pete. We all answered. Don't be ashamed. Ashamed.
Bruh.
Pete, you know what? Pete, will you marry me? Does that make it better? Now you can say yes and then move on with your life.
I already told you, Jacobi be the one between you and Jacobi.
I mean, Jacobi's a good-looking guy. I'm not mad.
Me if you wanted to.
Here's how I feel about that. When I get with somebody, there's a sort of an end game, like being the one. So if you are not ready, understand, that's great. But that puts our relationship at a stalemate. So unfortunately,
holy fucking.
If they said no, you would walk. You would walk if they said no.
Everything is a philosophy goddamn test with you, dude. Jesus.
What about you, Esther? What about you?
What about me?
If someone proposed to you and you told them no, would you expect them to continue to date you, or would you understand if they were just like, well, fuck you, bitch, it's over?
Well, first of all, someone did propose to me, and I did say no. I'm still cool with this person to this day. It was an understanding.
Are you still with them? Are you still dating?
Do I know this person?
Was very early. Pardon me.
Do I know this person?
No, you so fucking nosy. No, you don't. Before I met both of you. So at the end of no.
Well, hold on. There was somebody. There were people before us, Esther.
For what?
I know who it was too. I know who it was.
No, you don't.
Okay, all right. I
you
don't.
Do. Okay. Anyway, so how do you what you gonna call? Yo, you keep breaking my train of thought. I swear to God. So wait, a deal breaker in what way? A deal breaker meaning this is the end of the relationship?
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know. You're the one who came up with this question.
Denzel Washington asked his wife to marry him 3 times, I want to say, before she said yes. Personally, I think 3 times is too much. I think you can slide by on the first.
Well, he thought that she was worth it. That's the thing. That's the kind of love they got. He thought she was worth it.
And she obviously didn't think he was worth it at that point.
She might not have, you don't know what she said. She could have said, no, not right now. You need to step it up a little bit more. You need more man growing up to do. Or she could have said, no, not right now. Financially, this isn't smart for us. Because really, at the end of the day, marriage ain't nothing but a legal business agreement. That's buying your taxes. Can
I put something?
It doesn't define your love.
Let me put it this way to you.
Now you guys want to define. I'm listening.
You can sit down and say, yes, I will marry you, but not right now. When you say no, like Pete said, if I'm with you for an extended period of time, I want to see an end game in this. When I say let's get married, I'm not saying, hey, let's go to the justice right now and tie the knot. It's letting me know that sometime in the future we can take that step. So if I say, will you marry me? And you say no, it's kind of like, okay, so what? There's nothing. Then what's the fuck? Why am I wasting?
I mean, I would hope if there's a no and person walks away, that's the end of a relationship.
But if you want to sit here.
Stop. But if it's a no, yes, you got down on one knee as a guy or a woman, who knows, and the person said no to you. Now, if there's an explanation after this as to why, maybe you're not at the right level for me at this moment. Maybe we need to work on XYZ because there's a lack of security. You're worried about marriage. We can't even pay for a fucking wedding right now, nor buy a house. Your credit's
But hold on, but what that mean though?
Denzel and his wife come from a different era. They come from a different generation. Marriage means something different to them. Than
well, see, no, for me, then that's a commitment ceremony. I don't have to. I understand what you're saying. For me, then that's completely different. Okay, marriage, a legal documentation.
Whether it's commitment.
What's up with you cutting people off, bro?
Because you on this whole commitment ceremony bullshit, nigga. The question is the question, damn it.
It matters.
It don't matter. We're talking about the concept of marriage and what it means to each person.
Do you want to commit with me? The main question is, do you want to commit to me at this moment? And then there may be a reason why there can't be a complete committal at this moment, and perhaps it has to do with you or the person that you're asking.
But here's my thing: the explanation is the main topic here. If you say something like, say I say, hey Esther, will you marry me, right? And
no,
you say, no, nigga, you still fucking these bitches. Like I caught you with a girl last week. No, I could understand that. But if you say, no, we are not in the place where we need to be to get married. We don't have the money. Let's try 5, I'm good.
How about you've been with the person for an extended period of time? You guys known each other for years. You live in the same house and you guys have not built anything after XYZ amount of time. And the male or somebody proposes, but nothing. You guys have grown nothing in X amount of time knowing each other. Why should somebody say yes to you?
Because you know what? At the end of the day, if you're with me and you ain't grown shit, then you're just as guilty as I am.
Over there.
It sounds like
you're just as guilty as I am.
Has control issues.
Yeah,
and it's not. No. Listen, it's not control issues. It's not control issues. Listen, the way I see it is, if I'm not good enough to marry, then don't be with me. Because there's an end game to this, and if we're not going to move on, then so
you have a different.
If you're not good enough to marry, don't ask somebody to marry you either.
But listen, hold on.
Want somebody to
I might feel like I'm good enough. You might not feel I'm good enough for you, and if I'm not good enough for you, then don't be with me. But here's what you have to understand.
What about growing?
No. Everyone's with this whole what about this. Listen, it's not what about.
I wish I could mute you.
If you don't want to marry me right now, then don't marry me right now. You don't have to marry me right now. You can say, I'll marry you in 5 years. But to say no, that's letting me know that you're not seeing it the same way I am, and I don't see a point in staying. Me personally.
Perhaps, yes.
I agree with that.
It's a tough one.
This is the thing.
It's a tough one. But
perhaps the conversation needs to be had. At this moment, it sounds like there's a miscommunication between two people at this point. I think you
feel that way because for you, I think it sounds like, for me, outside looking in, that you feel that way because it's like, bitch, I'm being vulnerable enough to offer myself to you for the rest of your life, or our lives, and you're confused about if you want me, fuck you then. Versus thinking outside of your own ego about how vulnerable you just allowed yourself to be to ask that question. You're not thinking outside of like, I just made myself vulnerable. You're thinking in that space and not thinking about the other person. You're thinking about self-gratification.
No. See, you two have never been married. You guys wouldn't understand that concept.
We ain't talking about being married. We're talking about proposals.
But that's my point. You guys have never been married. When you are with someone, that is a partnership. It's equal. So where I am lacking is where I need to pick up for you, or where you're lacking, vice versa.
And you have to marry a person to do these things, because people be rocking for 20 years, decades, without walking down an aisle.
Look at Oprah and Stedman.
And that's fine. That is fine. And that's fine.
Like
a marriage to people are two different things. A marriage to me could mean, hey, you know what? Let's exchange drinks in front of our homeboy Pete, who's not even a pastor. He just said, hey, look, you guys.
A commitment ceremony, but you got an issue with that. The other one you're talking about.
No, you got an issue. I said marriage. I didn't say a commitment ceremony can't be married.
Legal document. That's a legal document, period.
It's
okay. I'm going to take it. You don't like to be wrong. Let's agree.
Speaking of commitment,
you know what?
I have a question.
Since I'm always the asshole, since I'm always wrong, hey, Pete, where do you chime in on this? Since I'm always wrong.
I agree with you.
Pete, you better not say nothing fucked up.
No. I actually agree. I said it first. I said, if the question, I pop the question, and she said no outright with no explanation, yeah, I'm out. All right, cool. I'm not gonna waste my time.
But that's without explanation.
No, if she gives a logical explanation, like we need to grow a little bit more, or I'm not ready, or she's not ready, but it's not an outright no. It's more like not right now. Cool. All right, I understand that. But
you're agreeing.
So,
no, what? But that's what I said. What you said was something different. If you're telling me, look, I am not in a place where I can do this right now, I can live with that. But when you say like, hey, we're not making enough money, what did that got to do with marriage?
Well, I never said that.
Together. We're broke together now.
That was just something you brought up. I never said that, by the way. I heard when you said that, but I never made that statement.
Okay, so speaking of commitments, would a real man stick with his woman if she came home and was pregnant by another man and they were committed?
What's a real man? Why real got to be in front of it?
Would you stick by your woman if she came home because y'all are committed?
Can I ask?
If she came home and was pregnant by another man?
Can I ask a couple of back questions first?
No, you can't.
No, I kind of have to. Then I'll answer it quick and easy, then I'll leave it alone. I promise. So what you're saying is, me and my wife right now, married right now, she comes and says she's pregnant by another dude now.
Even if you're not married, just committed together.
But we're together, and she gets married while we're together.
And she gets pregnant, and she's pregnant, and she knows it's not yours.
I'm out.
Time out. Quick question.
What happens if you got a chick pregnant?
Would you expect your wife to stay?
No, she could leave.
What if she chose to stay with you though?
Then that is her choice, not mine. Her choice.
And then 2 years down the line, she comes home and she's pregnant by somebody else.
Then I'm leaving.
And you still gonna leave her after she's stuck by you?
Yes.
Oh my God!
First of all, hold on. I can't control you. You choose to stay with me, then that's on you. That's your choice. You can't hold me. You can't hold me up to your choices. I'm sorry. That's like saying, "Hey, I like dogs, so you gotta like dogs too." I don't like dogs. What do you want me to tell you?
So, Jacobi, I have follow-up questions.
What?
So, for the woman to be pregnant, this is before. This is during our relationship.
Yeah.
And she just comes up one day, says she's pregnant by somebody else.
Yes.
In the middle of our relationship.
Yes. That's so hard to understand.
No, I feel like this is a trick question because, like,
but you know why I'm asking this question is because women do this. Men do this to women all the time. Like, men come home and they're just like, I fucked up. I cheated. I got a bitch pregnant. What you gonna do about it? Can we still stay together? Here's the baby. Can you watch him while I go to work? Men do this all the time. So I'm asking if a woman was to come home and was like, look, I'm pregnant,
jaded, bro.
But it ain't yours because you left for a month and I had oopsies. Would you stay with her?
Oh.
He's saying no. Chris standing right here. Chris is like, hell no, I'm gonna stay with her. And Dex is saying no too. This is just, it's so.
Y'all niggas is jaded as fuck for some reason. I don't understand.
So what do you think about gentlemen that decide to stay in this instance?
I mean, that's their choice.
Oh, no, not like.
But what about it makes you guys want to pick up and leave so quickly?
Listen.
I just checked because
the commitment's not there. Simple.
Yeah. Truck, and I just stop and do that too. So
there's no commitment.
Sorry.
Please fully understand. At the end of it, hey Jacobi, mute your.
And I'm so sorry, but our fifth party said he would leave her too.
See, listen, understand. People
actually, he literally kicked his leg in the air.
Listen,
his field goal was good.
They heard.
Listen, people want to say, well, men do it all the time. But you know what? At the end of the day, you know what it boils down to? It boils down to choice and maturity and your level of that. If you choose to stay, then you can't get mad when someone else chooses not to, because that is your choice. And more importantly, if you were okay to look at that child every day, again, that's on you. Me personally, I feel like seeing that child every day is going to be a walking testament of how you fucked someone else, and it is going to burn me deep, and I'm going to hate you and hate that kid. So I prefer for us to leave while I don't hate you.
This shows to me is how strong Black women are and how weak Black men can be. Because I have seen plenty of Black women who have rode it out with a man. And I have never heard of a man sticking around. Now, I have heard of men getting with a pregnant bitch because she's a bad bitch. Like, I'm going to take care of this baby for you.
Let me stop you there.
If it was beforehand and she cheated on you, men can't handle that.
There are plenty of videos out there now. Hold on. There are plenty of videos out there now with guys, and they're like, hey, we broke up for a few days, and when we got back together, you know, I found out I was pregnant, and the baby is black, and this guy is white. And you're like, oh, well. These are coming out now. You can't say that guys don't stick around. What I'm saying is, me personally, I wouldn't stick around. And if I got another girl pregnant and you chose to stick around, that is your choice.
This is why Black women date white men.
Then by all means, go on ahead.
Bro,
ahead. If you don't know the person, you can stick around with somebody who obviously cheated on you, then go on ahead. And got somebody that's pregnant on top of that. Because here's what you have to understand. It's not the cheating that's the issue. The fact is you fucked somebody without a condom and got them pregnant. It's the disrespect that you're bringing into the house that you're not seeing.
Men do it every day.
And if you choose to stay, that is on you, though. That is a choice, Jacobi. You cannot force your choice on someone else, and you can't expect someone.
I'm not saying that. I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering what my fellow heterosexual brethren think.
You can't expect anyone else to go by anyone else's
our lovely
choice.
Female co-host. I just wonder what you guys think.
Here's the thing about that. When you get in a relationship with said person, that's a commitment. That's technically a lifelong commitment. That's the plan, right? If that plan is detour with somebody else, the commitment's lost. It's broken. The trust is missing. There's a disruption, a disconnect.
That's what happens.
Okay, suppose this disruption happens.
Men do it all the time, and women still stay.
Again, it's a choice.
And that's
it's a
choice.
I agree. I
Just
agree.
Just how I feel about it, like, even I just asked my girl, she said, yeah, if I came home and told her I got another girl pregnant, we'd be done. And I couldn't get mad at her for that because I disrupted our relationship.
The trust.
The trust within it. I understand. Yeah, you're right.
Again,
and you're not narcissistic, so.
Oh, but I am. You know what?
I didn't say that. Oh my God. I would say in general.
I feel attacked.
In general, but since your conscience is so guilty, Dex.
First of all, yes, I'm a narcissist. But second of all, you didn't know that before you attacked me, Jacobi.
Oh my God.
Anyway,
I'm a special type of narcissist. My conscience is very fleeting.
I mean, I think everyone is a narcissist to a degree. I like to take pictures of myself, and then I'm a serial killer. And then most people are somewhere in the middle.
Okay, sure.
I'm more towards I like to take pictures of myself.
Okay. I mean, sure. Let's go.
I think Dex is close to the serial killer.
I love it. I
feel like Jacobi's close to that. Oh man, look at his skin in that video. I'm gonna wear that skin later on. What you doing,
oh my God. Although I am from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, which is where Jeffrey Dahmer is from. It's crazy, right?
Wow.
I'm just saying.
I
remember when I was young, and it was like when the shit went down. I was like a gay young boy, and I was out because I came out when I was like 11, and my mother was just like, "You can't be out here in these streets like that. You know, people out there eating y'all." It was for real. It was for real. She was worried.
All right, so look, for me, I don't think I could stay. And honestly, I'm real with you. I don't think I could stay for the woman. Not for me. Because like I said, eventually I'm going to hate you. I'm going to hate that child. And I'm going to treat you and that child differently. And I'd prefer to leave before we got to that. Me personally.
I do think that it's unfortunate that I think two things about something like that. I think that it's noble and mature that you know that you have those feelings and you need to conduct yourself to avoid that. But I also think that it's immature that you can't get past it. It's just
Because every time I close my eyes, I'm gonna see her with someone else.
It's not even.
I would lose
It's
attraction.
not about you at that point.
Not even
It is
that.
it is about me. It is about me.
It's about this child, this
it's not about
precious, innocent soul that has been born to this situation.
Listen, it is about the precious child. And the thing is, I'm going to treat that precious child like he's a hindrance in my relationship because I am going to harbor animosity against him. Because every time I see him, like he could be the cutest kid in the world, every time, no matter how much I love him, every time
why every time you see the kid, maybe you should hate her more, but why would you hate the kid?
Not the kid. No, I'm saying not the kid. Every time I see him, it will remind me of what she did. And I would act out. I mean, I mean to do it, but I'd be like, man, like every now and again, man, fuck you and your mom, man. I don't got time for it. I'm leaving. I would act out.
I hear you. I hear you.
Like, listen, I know myself and I'm willing to admit my shortcomings. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but
just admitting them is one thing. Working on them is a whole nother.
I don't intend on working on that. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you real quick, and then I'm gonna let Pete talk. If I get someone that's pregnant right now, I expect my wife to leave. I don't need her to stay with me because I don't want to stay with me and hate me. I expect her to leave and be hurt and still love me rather than stay with me, see that child and hate me because of what I've done to her. Because I feel like that's the most painful shit in the world. Me personally, the most painful thing is to see her hurt over some shit I've done. And I know that child would be a constant reminder of that. So I would prefer her to leave rather than stay and be hurt, be depressed.
Then deal with what you did. Then actually man up and deal with the consequences to your actions.
Now you're jumping into extras, Jacobi. You asked the question. I gave an answer.
The conversation.
Nigga, that's on you.
Here's the thing. Personally, I think sex is a beautiful connection between two or more people. Knowing that you had that moment with somebody else.
I know. That's the heart. It breaks your heart. Now, I've been there before where I'm with someone and my ex cheated, and the heartbreaking part was like, you gave your ecstasy face to somebody else. Like, it just breaks your heart. Like, it breaks your heart. It does. I got you on that.
And every time you saw that child, that's all you're going to think of. Like, she had that moment.
With somebody else. The fact that you even exist is because two other people minus you brought you into the world. Now, putting it that way, I feel you on a whole nother level.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I do feel you, but at the end of the day, it's just, I think it's under the same window as two people shouldn't stay together just for the children.
I'm going to say something real quick. And I want y'all to really understand what I'm going to say. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, fuck all of y'all, okay? Fuck all of y'all. I say some shit and I'm an asshole. Pete says the exact same shit, and because he got a baby face, oh, it's okay, Pete. We'll forgive you. It's complete. You know what? Fuck y'all. I'm sick of this shit. Y'all ain't gonna keep attacking me. That's how I feel. Fuck it. I said it.
I'm gonna need
this head.
First off, I'm gonna need you to
off with his head
for yourself.
I'm gonna need you to get better internet before you start talking shit to people, because you keep shut the fuck up. Anyway, look, plain and simple, I know my limitations, and I agree with Pete. That's exactly my point. You will see that child, and all it's going through is, why wasn't I good enough? Why was I not good enough for you? Why is it you couldn't tell me what I needed to fix? Why would you go to someone else rather than say, hey, you're not doing this right? You're not. Why? What caused this? What could I have not been doing that I could have fixed before we got to this point?
Would this go with complete transparency in a relationship? Like telling your partner everything? Would this go on that table?
No. Because I feel like you can tell somebody where they're fucking up without telling someone everything. I don't want to know everything. But if you tell me, hey, look, our sex life has been lacking, nigga. I bought you these Viagra pills because, like, I wouldn't.
What about if she bought you a prosthetic to put over your dick because it wasn't big enough?
I wouldn't take offense, because at least you're letting me know that you would prefer me to fix myself rather than cheat. Most niggas.
What if your partner came in one day and said, you know what, I'm getting kind of bored. Let's have a threesome.
Okay, good. No, you know what? That's a great topic.
That is a great topic for the next show because, gee, that's a whole conversation. Shit.
I was ready too.
And you know what? Fuck it. Go ahead, Esther.
I was ready.
Go ahead. Let's hear it.
No, I was just gonna say it depends under what pretense that my partner brought it to me, because it could be you're not doing it for me, I want someone else, and this is a sly way of saying I want to fuck somebody else. It could be that. It could be that, or it could be like I do want to experience something. You're my life partner, but there are other things that I want to experience on different levels. Baby, this is what I want to do. You can do it with me, or can you accept me doing it? No, yeah, yes. It depends on if you and your partner have that open rapport. At the end of that's what I feel like, because I mean, as humans, we have to experience things. Should you only have one experience? Like, or can you go through life with a partner and experience things together? Or should you just be limited completely because you don't trust yourself and you're going to keep going because someone gave you some rope? Because that's what your face looks like. You can't have these conversations with your partner?
Who, me?
I feel like this is a part.
No, Pete, because he had all those faces for me.
Because this is that whole thing where that whole expression of having your cake and eat it comes into play.
I mean, technically, you're trying to eat some cake, so yeah, I get it.
You're funny. No, I can't. Intermittent fasting. But anyway, you're right, Esther. You should be able to experience whatever it is that you want to experience.
By your motherfucking self. That's what you want to say.
By your motherfucking self. Nah, you don't get into a relationship and then want to go fucking explore. What is this? Couples retreat?
Okay,
maybe you should have
this. No, but I do have a question though. Like, at the end of the day, are you supposed to only experience everything other than life with this individual prior to meeting this person? Like any and everything you want to ever experience. If you've never had, I don't know, anal, something different. If it's sexually, it could be even tantric sex. You know, suppose your partner's not on that level with you, but you want to experience it.
Because you're a hoe.
You understand what I'm saying? Suppose it's something you want to experience, but your partner that you chose ain't about that life. Like,
I don't go elsewhere.
But this is your freaking husband or wife.
If you,
that's what the way this works.
You shouldn't have got married if you want to explore still.
Exactly.
You just said a committed partner, though.
Then either A, have that conversation, or B, go elsewhere. Because at the end of the day, you might say, hey, look, I want to try these things, and you're not willing. And your significant other might be like, all right, then how about you go get you a boy toy? Y'all hook up and don't tell me shit about it.
If you have that open rapport with your significant other, I'm not saying like, okay, you're married and baby, I want to do this, la, 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 la. I'm just saying that it should be an understood thing. If you get in a relationship, whether it's committed or a marriage or whatever, what have you, everything should be placed on the table. Instead of running and hiding and doing things, have that rapport with your partner.
Listen,
then things could be a lot simpler. People could go about their business. People could stay in the relationship and go through it with the person, so on and so forth. Like, that's my point of view.
Listen, this conversation going for hours.
It sure can.
All we have is about 30 seconds left on this. So we are going to pick this up next week.
Less than a minute. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Holy shit. Of course, y'all bring these interesting conversations at the end. But
this was a deep one, you guys. This was a deep one.
Yeah, you like it.
All over the world.
We are going to have this conversation next week. Join us again on Complicated Discord. Follow, like, subscribe. Check everyone out. Peace.
Bye.